Hello and welcome back to another video walkthrough, everyone. Today we are on tier 0 foundational level hack the box lab, and we are going to be moving on and solve our second machine on starting point, which is Fawn. I've already connected to hack the box through OpenVPN. If you haven't already know how to do that, how to connect to Hack the Box Lab via OpenVPN, please go ahead and watch the first video, which we did on a walkthrough on the Meow machine. I spent first few minutes demonstrating how to connect to Hack the Box via OpenVPN. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and spawn the Fawn machine, and we're going to wait around for our target IP address. We now have our target IP address 10.129.227.144, and then we're going to go ahead and open our terminal. First thing we want to do is just ping this target address just to make sure that we are communicating successfully. So I'm going to go ahead and ping 10.129.227.144, and it looks like we are communicating successfully, which means that we are good to go. I'm just gonna go and Control C this so I can get out of it. No, actually I'm not gonna clear. We're gonna go ahead and do a port scanning. We're just gonna use nmap, sudo nmap, and we're going to also do a version scanning while we do that, just to see the versions of whatever service is running and ports are open. And 10.129.227.144. We're just gonna wait around to see the results of this port scan. Might need our password to input over there. And it might take a few seconds to a few minutes depending on your connection, how fast your internet is. And we have our results back. So the bit of information we have here. So open ports is 21, which is FTP, file transfer protocol. We also have the version there, which was the -SV that we input up here. That was the output. It also gives us the version of the service that is running, and we also have the information of our operating system, which is running on Unix. So what we're going to do now is to try and FTP into this target address. So let's go ahead and do that. Just gonna go FTP. If you haven't already installed FTP in your system, this will not work. You will need to install FTP into your Linux distro first. So the command will be sudo apt install FTP -y. So this would basically be the command you will be inputting to download FTP into your system. But I've already done that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just see what sort of service that FTP is capable of. So I'm just gonna go FTP space and put a dash and a question mark, This simply just to show us what sort of service that FTP is capable of. We're basically gonna get a ton of information up here. You can go through this, see what sort of things you can do with FTP. And we're gonna move on and go ahead and target FTP into our target machine. FTP. We're gonna go and input our target machine address 10.129.227.144. Let's see if we can get through. It's asking us for a username. This is a pretty simple machine, so we're not expected to do anything crazy or complicated. So what we're going to do is just to get into the system anonymously. So we're basically going to use anonymous as our username. Sorry, spelling error. Anonymous, and it's asking us for the password. We're just gonna use anon123. anon123. Again, it's fairly easy machine. It's not expecting us to do complicated things. Just gonna go ahead and input anon123 and hit enter, and we are logged in successfully. We are logged in successfully, and we are able to maneuver around this system. And what we would want to do is to find out what sort of files we might have in this directory. And if you like to see what sort of commands that you can use, it's basically Linux commands, but if you're unsure and you want to find out exactly what sort of commands that you can use, you can just type in help, and you're going to come up with a bunch of lists that you can use. What we are particularly focusing on here will be ls. We just need to list out the directory of whatever we might have of interest in here. So I'm going to go ahead and list the directory ls, see what we have, and now we can see of the outcome of this. You can see there's an interesting file here, which is flag.txt. What we're going to do is to simply just download that file into a system, and later on we're going to retrieve the content. So we're going to use get flag.txt. So we're just going to download this into our system, and you're just going to get out of this by using buy, or you can simply just write exit. I'm just going to go ahead and list the directory and look for that flag.txt file. Yes, we do have a file here, flag.txt, and we're just going to go and cat out. Basically we're going to retrieve whatever content we have in this file. So cat flag.txt, and it looks like we have our flag here. We simply just going to copy and paste this on our questions we're going to be looking at right now. So let's go back and check out our questions. What does the three-letter acronym FTP stand for? So FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. That's port 21. That would be the answer here. We can simply just Google this. We'll give you the answer. Which port does FTP service listen on usually? So we saw the port here on our port scan results. We're going to go back up. So 21/TCP is open FTP. That is basically going to be our answer here. Port 21. FTP sends data in the clear without any encryption. What acronym is used for a ladder protocol designed to provide similar functionality to FTP but securely? So the keyword is securely, as an extension of the SSH protocol. So that's basically asking us the secure version of FTP, which will be SFTP, Secure File Transfer Protocol, which will be our answer at number 3. Moving on to 4. What is the command we can use to send an ICMP echo request to test connection to the target system? That is pretty much what the very first thing we did. We use ping just to test out if we are communicating successfully with the target system. So our answer over here would be ping. From your scans, what version is FTP running on the target? So that's the reason why I did the scan and I included the version scanning -SV, which gives us the results. The version that we are looking for, VSFTPD 3.0.3. That will be our answer. Our answer for number 5, VSFTPD 3.0.3. So moving on to number 6. From your scans, what OS type is running? This operating system type is running on the target. So we basically saw that again from the version scan we did. It gives us the information of the operating system that the target system is running on, which is Unix. That would be our answer on number 6. What is the command we need to run in order to display the FTP client help menu? To look for help, when you're inside FTP, you simply use the command which I typed up. This one. So FTP space dash question mark, which gives you the service information and the capabilities that FTP has. So put that as our answer in number 7. Moving on to question number 6. What is username that is used for over FTP when you want to log in without having an account? So we basically just logged in anonymously. So we use anonymous. As you can see, that was what we used once we got in. We typed in our username as anonymous and our password as anon123. So anonymous would be our answer at number 8. What is the response code we get for the FTP message login successfully? So 230. The response was what? Let's see. Let's go back and see the response. This is a response right beside login successfully. That would be our answer on question number 9. So moving on to number 10, there are a couple of commands we can use to list the files. Directory is available on FTP server. One is dir. You can use dir. Dir is particularly common in Windows terminal, but it can also be used in FTP. What is the other that is common way to list the files on a Linux system? In a Linux system, we basically use the equivalent of dir for Windows on a Linux environment will be ls. So that is what we use over here, trying to list out the files that we have in this directory. So our answer over here would be ls, listing out directories. Moving on to number 11, what is the command used to download the file we found on the FTP server? So we found this file, flag.txt, and we use get to download the file. So that will be our answer over at number 11, get, and submit the root flag. So from listing out that file that we got from flag.txt, we got our root flag, which is this. You can just copy and paste and submit the answer. So that is it, everyone. We've solved our second machine on tier 0 starting point on Hack the Box Lab. Please like and subscribe if you like the content, and stay tuned for more videos coming up in the near future. Thank you for watching, everyone, and goodbye.